Hi, my name is Nina. I'm going into my fifth year of French studies, and I have some tips for you on the upcoming online semester. Back in March, I found the transition from spending my days on campus to being home all the time in this virtual classroom setting pretty difficult. I'm sure many of you can relate. Luckily, I continue to work for the French department, and I've been working from home all summer. I wasn't too keen on this at first, but I've come to appreciate it, and I look forward to starting the new semester. I'll be sharing some tips with you that I've been implementing daily as I work from home, and I know I'll continue to implement these tricks into my routine for the upcoming online semester. These are tricks that work for me. You might find tricks for yourself. Just know that we're all different people, and the intent here is to help you succeed. Depending on your circumstances, you might already have your own work from home routine. These are just some tips that I've generated to hopefully aid the transition from summer into back to school. So tip number one is to designate a space and or a time for class and studying. If possible, set aside a space or a room. If you don't have access to this, if this isn't possible, then a specific time when you'll be studying, when and where. So this really depends on your circumstances. For me, in my living room, I've set aside a little desk, and I only spend time there when I'm working. As soon as I'm done my workday, I go somewhere else in the house, or I do other things. So that helps create a division from, at this point in time, I'm working, and then the rest of the day, I'm doing this. If you were to work in your room, relax in your room, sleep in your room, I think that it might be a bit difficult to get through the day. But like I said, we all have different circumstances. So if you don't have room to create these spaces, at least pick a time and say, okay, now I'm working from this hour to this hour. This would be what is commonly called time blocking. Another technique that can help you is the Pomodoro Method. That means tomato in Italian. So what this is you work for 25 minutes, then you take a 5-minute break, and then another 25 minutes of work, and then the cycle goes on. I haven't used this method lately, but I have in the past, and I found it to be very helpful to increase productivity. I would say that this time blocking would be especially helpful for classes that don't have a virtual component, meaning that you're not meeting with your professor at a set time, but you're just working on your own. I would suggest to even pencil it into your schedule and say, okay, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm working on this class. Tip number two is dress for success. I'm someone who really enjoys fashion and dressing up. I dress up to go to school. And so at the beginning of quarantine, I was wearing sweatpants, pajamas, and being really lazy. And it worked at the time, but it quickly got old. I started doing my regular routine again. So wearing a bit of makeup, blow drying my hair, wearing clothing that I would wear to school or that I would wear to the office. And that really helped me, I guess, feel some sort of a sense of normalcy and feel good about myself. And it had a direct impact on my productivity as well. I think that when we're wearing sweatpants, we have a tendency to lounge. When we're wearing something like jeans, we're more, I guess, kind of in a work mindset. Maybe that's just me. But yes, I would say try to wear something presentable. It doesn't have to be uncomfortable because you'll be sitting around most of the day probably, but wear something nice. Tip number three is get up, take a walk, stretch, dance. Just step aside from the computer, from your books, from your textbooks, and really what this tip is take a break. When we're going from class to class, when we're taking a break, when we're on campus, we're taking those breaks, right? But because we're at home, we don't really have those moments to just stop studying, stop being in class, and just relax a bit. So I think we have to create them. You don't have to schedule your breaks. You can just kind of get up when you feel like it. That's really up to you. But I would say it's very important to take a break because you can't be working nonstop for 6 hours and your brain will get tired. So tip number 4 kind of ties in with what I just said. That tip is to, if possible, again, eat at your kitchen, not in front of your screen. If you don't have a space to eat, then just put your studying stuff away. And I guess this would replicate the feeling of leaving class, going to the UC to get coffee or Creelman Hall, wherever you like to eat, because like I said, we don't have these moments right now. So if you replicate them, if you kind of trick yourself into, okay, I'm getting up, I'm gonna go make my food, then I'm gonna eat at the kitchen, at the dining table, whatever you have, and then take a little break and then go back to work, I think that would be more effective than just eating in front of the screen. For me, it doesn't work. I need to take these little breaks. Tip number 5, is that right? Is do what you like to do on campus. So it ties in a little bit with what I just said. If you like sports, try to implement that into your daily routine. Working out, you can't, if you're not going to the gym, you can work out at home. During your day, maybe try to have some sort of schedule. Do things you like, obviously. I mean, just because you're home and you're you're studying from home doesn't mean you can't do the things that you enjoy doing. Watch a movie, go for a walk, whatever you like. Another suggestion I have is, since we'll be missing out on this social aspect of school, of running into a friend, meeting up at the library to work when really it's just talking to your friends, I would say call them up, maybe have a Skype, FaceTime, video chat, video call, session. Maybe that can help you feel like you're talking to friends again in a work setting. If you happen to know people who are in your classes, try to talk to them, try to contact them. And then these last 2 tips are specific to virtual classrooms. So the classes where you are meeting with a professor at a set time. I noticed back in March when one of my classes switched from, the typical delivery to virtual, that whenever the professor asked if anyone had any questions, my mind would go blank. And I had no idea what to say. And I'm sure I had questions, but I just couldn't think of them when I was on the spot. So I just thought of this lately, that I will try to write down my questions beforehand in my notebook. And then when the professor asks, does anyone have any questions, just whip them out and ask my questions. Another tip I've thought of is to write down your notes by hand. I've switched from by hand to typing. It really depends on the class or my mood. But I think in this case, because we'll be having the our laptop screen with the slides and the Zoom or whatever platform your professors are using, it would be difficult for me to switch back from this to Word, back to the slides, to Word. So I think I'll go back to writing by hand, but that's just a personal tip. Personally, I don't really enjoy online courses, I have to say, and I know I'll miss my professors and my classmates. The feeling of coming back to campus, seeing everyone and being excited for a new semester. But that being said, I'm optimistic that this semester will be a successful learning experience. I'm thankful that the university is accommodating our studies as much as they can, and I'd rather have an online semester than no classes at all. I'd say the number 1 tip that I haven't mentioned yet, this is the most important thing to remember, would be to be patient with yourself as you adapt to these changes. It's not easy. We've never lived through this. And please be patient with your professors as well, because they're also adapting to this alternative delivery format. And these times have changed. We need to use our creativity. That's what we're all doing. And you know what? Maybe you'll surprise yourself and you'll do much better this semester than you think. What makes a difference is having a positive outlook. So like I said earlier, I don't really like online classes. I avoid them. But right now I have to take online classes. and I'm working on shifting my outlook on online classes and trying to be positive, and especially because I'm going into my last year of undergrad. I know that I'll still enjoy these classes. I'm someone who likes school very much. So just to say, have a positive outlook on the semester, and I'm sure it will go well. So good luck on your semester. Thank you for your time.